Hello parents, and welcome to PPCD. I'm Miss Jones. Today I'm going to be presenting the information that was discussed during curriculum night. Luckily, we live in the 21st century, so for those of you who are not able to make it, I'm able just to make this video and send it to your home. You may have noticed a quiz that came home in your child's backpack. If at the end of this video, you will please fill out that quiz, sign it, and return it in your child's backpack on Tuesday. It is important that you watch this video so that there can be great communication between home and school, and it will also teach you the things that you need to know for your child to have a successful year in PPCD. By the end of this video, you should know about the school and the school's policies, the PPCD class and the PPCD class policies, understand the daily binder, and understand also how to contact. So for those of you who were with me last year, you might remember that each night out of the backpack, you were taking out two folders. There was one blue Gator folder, and then there was a red reading folder. Well, this year, I received some feedback from my assistant, as well as some of my parents, and we decided to go to one binder. So now the blue folder and the red folder are combined together in our Super Gator binder. So I'm going to be explaining how to utilize the Gator binder before I send them home so that I know that all the parents understand all the different things that are in the binder. So on the Gator binder, you will find your child's name up here. This is just an example. It has my name on here. And Gator stands for Get All Things Organized and Ready. I apologize if this is backwards. Your child's is going to be forwards. It has my name as well as my contact information. When you open the Gator binder, you will find on the left side things for you to take out of the binder. Please take things out of the binder every day. This pocket right here can start to get really full, and we don't want it to get crowded with papers and you miss out on important things. Things that we want you to keep in the folder, if we send something home and it's going to be for the week or we want it to stay in there just so that we can keep up with it, we'll put it in this back pocket on the right side right here. After you open the binder, you will see that there is a pencil pouch. This pencil pouch right here is for you to put notes, to put money, to put anything that you don't want to get lost. This will get checked daily. Please do not put notes over here in the pouches because they will likely miss getting seen. When we open the binders, there might still be papers left in there, and we want to make sure that we don't miss any of those doctor's notes or any notes that you're writing us from home. The next thing that you're going to find in the binder behind the pencil pouch is the homework calendar. There will be one homework calendar for each month, and it is only for Monday through Friday. So there will be something written for what we want, excuse me, that we want your child to work on, and you'll see that written on the different days. When you complete the assignment, if you will initial the homework calendar daily, right here where it says initials, if you completed the packet, let's say you completed it Monday and Tuesday, you worked on it, your child enjoyed it, and they don't have it to work on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, if you'll just write the day, just write completed or finished on that day and return it in the binder. That does not mean that if they finish the packet before the end of the week that they don't have any homework. There are things that they can always work on, which are listed down here at the bottom. That includes vocabulary words, counting 1 to 30, recognizing letters and sounds, coloring, their grasp on their pencil, reading every day, one-to-one correspondence, color recognition, and number recognition. Behind the homework calendar, you will find a page with pictures of images for a correct pencil grasp. Our occupational therapist will say that this is the most important page in the binder. It gives you examples of incorrect pencil grasp as well as correct pencil grasp down here at the bottom. We want students to hold crayons and markers with their fingers. Many young children lack fine motor control, and we will find that they will hold their crayons like this to be able to color. This grasp is not a good grasp for them to learn to write with. If they're not able to get a good grasp on their writing utensil, holding it with their fingers, we recommend that you, ooh, that sound, break the crayons. The smaller the crayon is, it forces the child to hold their crayon with their fingers. They're unable to hold it with a fisted grasp as they're unable to color with it because there's no crayon to color with. Making them hold their crayon like this and teaching them how to write and color using a proper grasp. Behind the pencil grasp page, you will find the homework. Sometimes it may be a packet, and sometimes it may contain a bag of manipulatives. Our morning class will find a coloring packet in their binders to begin to work on more refined control and coloring, as well as practicing coloring inside the lines and coloring the entire picture with strong coloring strokes. So the next most important thing in the binder is the behavior calendar. You will find the behavior calendar tab behind the homework. Behind the tab, you will find a calendar that looks like this. On the calendar, it lists our classroom rules. Down here at the bottom, we use a simple green, yellow, and red system. Green means that their child had a great day. Yellow means that they needed a few redirections, about 3 to 4 redirections to remain on task. And red means that they needed many redirections to remain on task, or they were not following one of our classroom rules. So each day you will see a smiley face stamped onto the page for how your child's behavior was that day. If your child receives a yellow face, you will see that there is a number written next to the yellow face for the rule infraction, as well as a sticky note explaining what happened. If your child receives a red face, you will likely receive a phone call where I will ask if they were hungry, if they're sick, if they ate breakfast, just so that we can figure out what we can do to make their day better in the classroom the next day. So far, you have 2 calendars. We have started with the homework calendar. Please read and initial every night. The next calendar is the behavior calendar. Please look at it, discuss your child's behavior with them, as well as initial the behavior calendar every night. The next tab that you will get to behind the behavior calendar is the RED, Read Every Day tab. In the past, this was a separate folder, but it is now included in the Gator binder. Behind the Read Every Day, you will see strategies that you can utilize to read every day with your child. This is included in both English and Spanish, as well as a list of questions that you are able to ask your child during reading. This helps build their literacy skills. Behind the Read Every Day questions, you will find that there is a reading calendar. We will be sending home a book each night for 1 week with your child. You are not required to read this book, but these books do talk about the topics that we are talking about in class, or they are easy readers, such as Brown Bear, What Do You See? If your child would like to read another book from home, please read another book from home. What is most important is that you are reading every night. It is important that you take care of the books that we send home, as they are library books. These books are checked out in your child's name, and if anything happens to the book, such as it gets lost or damaged, you will be responsible for replacing the book in the library. For each night that you read, if you will please color the square for the night that you read. If you want to write the book down that you read that night, you're able to do that too, but that's not required. Reading is also important to do on the weekends as well. It is very good to stay in a reading routine with your child. If your child's calendar is filled for the entire month, at the end of the month, they get to go to our classroom treasure chest for reading every night. We are on the honor system, so please only color the box if you actually read. Know that this reading is to help your child, not to win a prize. That you will find in the binder is the IEP and Progress Report tab. Behind this tab, you can find a copy of your child's IEP, their evaluation that was conducted before they entered the program, as well as their progress reports. We do continued running records in the class of your child's progress. So the official documents you will see have the CFB logo at the top, and those come home every 9 weeks. Our continued running records you may see show up more often, and they are on green paper. Our 3-year-old transition planning checklist looks like this, and it simply will just have a list of skills that we have asked your child to perform. You might see a Y for yes, an S for sometimes, and an N for no on if they were able to perform that skill. Now, sometimes you will see an N in the box for a skill that you know that your child is able to perform. Say, for example, knowing their colors. Know that when we give this assessment, it is a random time sample. So we want to see in that moment, were they able to answer the question? It does not have to be asked in a certain way. It doesn't have to be asked in a certain environment, but were they able to do it at that moment in time? Have they generalized the skill to no matter where they are or who asked them the question or how they are asked, they are able to give the correct response. Our goal is for them to be able to generalize the skill to different environments. So you may see that your child is able to answer questions at home that they are not able to answer at school. Our goal is for them to be able to answer those questions in the school environment. So a recap of the Gator binder, make sure to take it out of the backpack each night. Open it up, take any papers out of this pocket right here and keep them at home. Check the pouch for any notes coming home from the teacher. Check the homework calendar for any homework assignments and work on them that night. Make sure that your child is using the correct pencil grasp to hold their writing utensil or crayon. Check the behavior calendar each night. Discuss your child's behavior with them and initial the behavior calendar each night. Read every day with your child. Color a square on the reading calendar so that your child can go to the treasure chest at the end of the month. Periodically check the IEP and progress report tab for updated progress on how your child is doing in the classroom. In PPCD, we have found that shoes with laces can be distracting to the learning environment. Please only send your child with shoes with elastic laces or Velcro. Their shoes need to be easy to take on and off independently, as if your child's shoes fall off, we teach them to put them back on by themselves.